Hello dear friends, you're on the Melonfonk channel. In this video we're going to talk about update 29.0, which has already been released in Melon Playground. So, dear friends, I just have great news for you. We, along with my friends, are running a contest for 5,000 mels. And yes, you heard right, 5,000 mels. And the terms of the contest are very simple, because all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, put a like, and write a comment. It's crazy simple. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram channel, the link will be in the description. An attached comment, go there and find out all the conditions of the contest. We will summarize the results on May 25th. Also, I want to say thank you to these guys for being in my video, and to get in my next video, just follow the terms of the contest. Crazy simple. Well, I'm not going to waste your time and have fun watching. So dear friends, it has happened. The update 29.0 in Melon Playground has been released, and it surprised me madly. So dear friends, let's start from the beginning and in order, because there are a lot of additions. And let's start with the main menu, because it is now also changed. Now from the main menu you can go straight to the workshop, which is very convenient, and the workshop itself is highlighted in orange. And the color can be changed directly from the settings, which is very convenient. Also slightly changed the font and added icons, which looks much more beautiful. You know, as for me, the interface has become much better. An unexpected and cool change, in my opinion. What do you think about it? Write in the comments. As for me, it is 10 points out of 10. This update is dedicated to staffs. They added a lot of them, as many as 9 pieces. The first staff is a staff with spikes. It causes spikes on any object it touches. And these spikes do a tremendous amount of damage. These spikes can appear anywhere on the floor, on characters, and even on objects, which looks very unusual and is actually a cool mechanic. The next staff, the sticky glue staff, makes characters and items sticky and covered in glue. You can see this, and the texture of the staff is pretty cool and unusual. With this staff you can glue anything, and even possibly your future girlfriend. But that's not for sure. It's a cool staff and cool mechanics. The next staff, the glowing staff, makes NPCs glow. Its texture is green, and it has a star on the end of the staff. A very interesting and unusual staff that essentially replaced the RGB chip. I give it all 10 points. The next staff is airy and the coolest of all the staffs added in this update. It makes NPCs and items into a balloon, and it works in a really cool way. Really cool mechanics that I haven't seen in absolutely any other game. It's basically a unique story that is only found in Melon Playground. I'll give this staff 100 points out of 10, because it's really very unusual and I really liked it, especially the fun of dabbling with it. Visually, the staff is also beautiful. It depicts balloons, and accordingly the name speaks for itself. Yes, and in general the way that turn NPCs into balloons is also very beautiful. Just a cool staff with a unique cool mechanics. The next staff is slippery, also quite unusual and cool story, because it makes any objects and NPCs slippery. That is literally one click you can create a slippery NPCs, which I think I've also never seen in other games, and that is also very unusual. The next staff is a staff ghost, the most mysterious staff I think about, which there will be a lot of talk and a lot of mysteries, which makes of ordinary NPCs ghosts which literally fly somewhere in oblivion. Very mysterious and slightly creepy animation, which in the dark you can actually even scare you. It's a pity that these ghosts dissolve after a while, and I would like them to stay longer. Maybe it will be fixed later if you ask for it. The next staff is the mutation staff, which the developers told us about, but everyone thought they were talking about a syringe. However, the staff is also pretty cool, really cool animations, and very cool mechanics. When you use this staff, the NPCs grow as just random limbs. Also, it works without any problems on custom NPCs. Well, this staff that the developers showed us is also a very mysterious staff. It is an old broomsome witch, which adds those termites. They destroy absolutely any object. Without stopping, these termites are very dangerous. And if you have made some building, you should not use this staff, and because the termites will eat everything without a trace. Very cool mechanics, cool staff, and all this is extremely unusual looking. I give it 10 points. And the next staff is the stop staff. It basically just stops the other staffs. Its texture is quite interesting and funny. In fact, it is a stop sign from the priority signs in real life. It has no unique properties, but in general it is not designed for this purpose. By the way, it's cool if you hit the Apo. He has sparks flying out. Write in the comments what staff you like the most. Personally, my favorite is the air staff with termites, and ghost staff, and they have really interesting, unique mechanics that amused me. Also, in Update 29.0 added new interesting clothes, namely 3 new sets. This is a set of Grandmother. It includes a headdress, an old sweater, skirt, and old boots. Also added a set of Policemen. For some reason in this set includes only a hat and suit, pants and shirt, but does not go their shoes. But in general and under this set perfectly fit the usual shoes, which have already been in the game. Also added a clown set, perfect for my haters. Also added a wizard set. It includes a robe, a huge long beard, and new shoes. All the sets are very nice. I like it when developers add new clothes. All of them can be combined and are perfect for some scenarios. I personally like the police officer set the most. My fans like the clown set the most. I think it's obvious. Well, write your set in the comments. Also, added new mechanisms. We have already talked about it earlier. I told you about it. That this item will definitely be added to the game. It is a socket and plug. In fact, these mechanisms are used to activate the item. We will not focus on this item for a long time because we talked about it a lot and all the information about it. Also added a new mechanism for creating control. Namely, added this unique, cool controller. This controller triggers new controls that you can link to the chip. Just look at how much customization it contains. First, you can add sliders, that is to activate possibly mechanisms with the chip. Also added a tablet, added some values, indicators, added gas brake for custom transportation, which is very cool. Added a spherical steering wheel, which is basically the same as we have in life. Added a joystick, most likely for flying transport. And added a couple of buttons. And this controller can be saved. You can assign values to it. You can add icons. And basically this controller is really just overkill. This is just a new milestone in Melon Playground. Well, nobody expected this, and me included. It's just something incredible. Developers before this, we have already leaked the texture of this controller, but no one has not realized what exactly it is. And believe me, the mods now will be just X10 better than they were before. So guys, stock up on chalks, because the work in the workshop will be a huge amount, and these works will be incredible. Basically, this controller is used to simply create controls for one function or another. It will most likely be paired with a chip most of the time, so it's just going to be incredible. Trust me, just take my word for it. All, of course, will go into more detail in my future videos, so as not to stretch the timeline. In the last edition for today, in the map editor, we can now create maps with ESID without essentially changing the code in the game, which is much more convenient, which is much cooler, and in general I do not understand. They could not do it before. I give this edition also 10 points. It was a long overdue, so the edition is quite logical. Yes, we have not yet seen the Infinite Ocean. As stated by the developers themselves, do not have time, and it will be in the next major updates, perhaps in the update 29.5. But this guys are not sure. I think that all the same Infinite Ocean in the next major update 30.0, and this update is, let's say, more intermediate, not so large, but still, additions just a huge number. I give the update 9 points. Overall, everything is on a good level. What do you think about it? Write in the comments. And this is my video to end. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone. Goodbye, and remember, buddy, as always, see you the other day.